Hello and welcome to our first session on revision techniques. Today's session is all about the 3 R's with me, Mr. Lal. So I can hear the cogs and gears in your brains whirring away. What do these R's stand for? Well, the first one is recap, the second is relate, and the third is review. And this is a cycle. So stages 1, 2, and 3 cycle back to number 1. And I'll show you exactly how to do that in just a couple of seconds. So the first stage, recapping your knowledge with the trigger worksheet. So the trigger worksheet is all about condensing your notes from your textbook, from your revision guide, from your exercise book, and summarizing, condensing these notes down into a single trigger word, such as this one here, which is the alpha particle or the alpha radiation. Now the idea here is that this trigger word should remind you of all the summarizing in the notes that you wrote down. If you want to run the process in reverse, if you want to establish a trigger word first, like here with beta radiation, then that's totally fine. You can then expand out your trigger word and write your notes, but they must be concise, they must be able to fit in the box. The second stage, relating these trigger words and these ideas together. The diagram you're seeing is not a standard spider diagram, it's not a brainstorm, it's not a standard mind map. This is a concept map. And with concept mapping, the rule is that whenever you draw a line, you must establish what that relationship is with a sentence, with a word. Now this is quite a challenging process in the beginning, but it's fantastic because as you're going through and recapping, you're also relating your ideas together, you're re-establishing the links that were taught to you way back when you did it in lesson, and you're re-establishing those neural networks while you're doing the concept mapping. So again, it's not a standard spider diagram, it's not a standard mind map. Every single arrow you draw must be labeled. Okay, so here's what I made earlier, but again, it's really important that you do this and you don't just get ones from the internet. As you're drawing this, as you're making this network, your own network of neurons, are re-establishing those pathways that you learnt when you were doing it in lesson. So again, not just for science, but for all the other subjects, your English, history, your geography, etc. And again, while you're drawing this, while you're doing the number second stage, the relate section, you're re-establishing those connections with your brain. The third stage, reviewing how good your recapping and your relating has been using exam questions. So find an exam question which is related to the subject you're revising. Do the question, find the mark scheme, and check your answers. Really quite simple. And the more of this you do, the better and stronger you're going to get. So not just the simple 1 markers, but also your essay style questions, your long answer questions. Give yourself enough time to do the question. In the later stages of the year, timing yourself is going to be fantastic. Find the mark scheme, check your answers. Now here's where we're going to cycle back to the recap section. So there's something missing. Range in air has been mentioned in that question. So you're going to go back to your trigger worksheet and you're going to write in any missing information. So here's the cycle. Recapping with the trigger worksheet, relating through the concept maps, and reviewing with exam questions. Hopefully that wasn't too taxing. Our thanks to Ms. Seacombe for her help in developing this process, and I'll see you later.